The lake even looks nice in the wintertime. Lake Huron. There's a ship way out there waiting. Don't usually have ships out in January, February, but must not have froze over. Can't zoom in anymore, but the beach is actually right here. That's all piled up ice. Okay. It's cold out today. Yeah, the big numbers are Celsius. I got this bike on the charger for the last probably 4 hours. I had to take this thing all apart and fix it. This thing came disconnected and the meter didn't work, but it works better now than it ever did. Before it was always bouncing around, and it's on 2 amp. Oh, it still needs more of a charge. I'll leave it on more. I'm just trickle charging it. But what I wanted to really see was my Norton. I haven't charged that battery up in like at least 3 months, so I'm really kind of worried. I hope it's not stone dead. Because I should have put a main shut-off switch on it. Okay, I gotta put the phone down. Right on. I just turned it on and flicked the headlight. She's fully charged because I had to rewire the way the regulator went directly to the stator, and I went rather than to the ignition switch, and to get the load on the amp meter to work right and everything. So now everything's working good. There's a guy on Kijiji that's got a front and rear fender, $50 each, probably aftermarket, brand new, and the front fender comes with the new arms and everything. And I think he has access to more than one of them, because he says, "Oh, everybody's emailing me. I got to see if I can still get them." So what the hell? You got him on? He's got him on Kijiji and doesn't know if he can get them. Like, I don't get that story. Like, where is he getting them from? But they're probably aftermarket, but they're brand new. They look really good. That's a good deal. So I would especially replace the back one. Front one's not too bad, but yeah, if that bike wasn't squished in there, I'd fire that bike up right now, just give it a little run. I still got a little bit of work I want to do to that bike too before spring. See if I could chase down that leak. I think it's coming from the oil tank at the back. Okay, that's it for now. I just finished cutting this off. I didn't do a very good job of it. That side. I can grind it. These were some bars that were on this FXR when I got it. They're like 34 inches, 35 inches wide before even the grips are on. Probably 35 inches wide with the grips on, way too big. Basically driving down the highways with the arms going out sideways. So I got a 4-inch piece here, a little better than 4. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna cut these bars, and then I'm gonna weld that in the center. Now I only want to widen these by 3 inches. They're too narrow. They're just too narrow. Probably 3 inches. If I widen them to 3 inches, that'll get it up to 31 inches. That's what this bike is, the FLH. And that's a comfortable position. And those are at 28 inches wide right now. So I'll probably just take 3 inches out of this. But I like this knurled part on there, because that grips in the holder. And I don't think this thing has any knurling on it at all. So I'll cut this in the center, probably take an inch out of it, weld this in there, but I'll put a pipe inside, this, so it's going to be beefed up and stronger. That's the plans for that. Peter says he'll weld it for me. And that'll make it a little wider. And now it'll make the brake line fit better. Because right now, this brake line's almost touching the meter here. It's really hard to work with it. So it'll be out a little farther, a couple inches. And then I can start working on the brakes. So that's the plan so far. Square it up a little bit. I also want to clean up the inside a little bit. Burr it. Take a little more off. Do the other side. That's how that one is. I could get my Dremel out and Dremel it, but hey, I got my lathe. Let's fool around with my lathe. This side I cut crooked anyways. I'm taking too much off because I cut it on an angle. Back it off a little bit here. This one. Got the old handlebars off the Suzuki. I wonder if they'll slide inside. They might. I don't think so. Okay. I'm going to go inside and just smoothen up the inside now. Try to. I'm just trying to square off the inside of it. Bevel it. That's good. going to leave it like that and put a file in there and rounding it off, just like that. Kind of deburr it. That's good. Pretty sure that's stainless steel. That might have to get Peter to weld it at his work. So that looks better, eh? This side's got a little burr on the inside, so. Could use a little finer file. No, there's still a burr there. That's good, that's nice. Much cleaner than you can do with a hacksaw. It's gonna be welded anyways. Let me see if the 5/8 or 7/8 bar will fit inside there. I doubt it, but let's get lucky here. This is the great big bars that came on the Suzuki. I put those taper bars on. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's gonna fit, look at that. So I'm gonna chop a piece of this off. Right about here. These bars are no good. And put the other bars on there, get that welded around. Let me see if the back of this phone's magnetic. Oh yeah, this is magnetic. That's magnetic. Oh man, we got lucky there. Those bars are a dime a dozen around here. Okay, I'm going to clean this one up now in the lathe. You know what, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see when I cut that bar, how far in I can go into that bar, because I can't go too far because the curve starts to go up. So there's the idea right there. I'll just put this on the grinder and clean that up. Okay, there's the finished product. Clean these ends all up. And, that's going to work perfect. I was going to put the exhaust on, but the circlip here is all fucked up. So it's all bent. I can't get it in here. It's twisted. Well, I think when I yanked it off, it got caught and I screwed it up. But this one's good. They got a lock right in there. I learned that the hard way. An exhaust leak. They got a lock right in there. So I got to See if I can pick one of them up tomorrow. And then I can get the exhaust bolted on. And I just had this bolt in here before, but what it needs is a carriage bolt, like with a square head on it like that. So I've got one of them. That's already go, so that locks in. And that'll be better too. I got that oil line all cut out. That was probably the original one. I got the new one. It's the center one in here, down to the oil filter. Got that changed. I got the battery fully charged. This afternoon I'm gonna go get the this exhaust retaining ring here. Circlip it's bent or twisted up. I screwed it up when I was trying to get it all off. This one's good. It's locked in there. So I got to go get a pair of them. I think I might take the handlebars off though and get ready to put this in there. Get that welded today. That might be good. Yeah, I guess I can pour the oil in now that I've got the oil line changed. All the oil lines are upgraded. And I can fill up this oil now and get that all buttoned up. Yeah, I think I'll put the oil in here and maybe crank the engine over a bit. I got the terminal back on. I'll do that next. Okay, got the fluids all filled up. Come on. And been charging the battery. I take the spark plugs out, and then I crank it over and crank it over for a bit. Not too long to burn up the starter motor, but I crank it, and then recharge I crank it with the spark plugs out, ignition on, over and over and over. Shut it off. I've been doing it like 3 or 4 times now, trying to get the oil pumped through the system, get the lifters pumped up, get as much oil going through the system before I actually fire up the bike. But right now I've just moved the tie downs to the lower part of the fork yokes so I can get these handlebars off. And I think I'm going to cut them. I'm going to widen them up. It just looks a little funny. It's too narrow, and just doesn't look right. You know, it's nice when you're in a shop and you can try out these new handlebars and different styles and kinds, but not until you get them on the bike do you really know what they're going to look like. And so this is 28 inches across here. The ones that came on it were 34 inches. And the FLH, which is a nice cruising position for your arms, is 33¼ inches, and that's where I'm going to set these ones at 33¼ I just like things comfortable. I'm not racing anymore. I'm getting pretty old. So these are fairly narrow. They're kind of like right in here, right? And they wear out like this, like big wide bars. And the FLH is just right where you put your arms, you know, like right there, right for me where it's comfortable. So that's where we're going to set these at. So I have to add 3. Here's all my math for figuring it out, how I got to cut this. So I got to, the piece I cut out, this piece that I cut out, you know, is bigger than the, let me figure this out again here. 6, 7, 8. I need to add 3¼ more inches to that. There it is, 31. And well, it's 1/4, but it's the same as 2/8, so I can add them up. So I need to add 3¼ but my piece here is 4 7/8. And I don't want to cut this any smaller because it's got the knurling on it. I want that knurling to lock into here. This one doesn't even have any knurling on it as far as I know. I can't remember. I don't see or feel any. So I want to add the knurling. So this is actually bigger than I need. So when I cut that pipe in the center, I'm going to cut a dead center in the center, and then I'm going to lop off 11/16 on either side. And then that'll be my the exact amount of spacing when I put this in there to get me back to the 31 1/4 inches. I hope. There's gonna be a little bit of welding and expansion, and it's gonna be give or take a 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch when I'm done, I guess, but it should be pretty close. So I gotta take all that off again, and while I got Peter's cutter, I'm gonna cut it, get everything all ready, and then I'll probably take it to Peter because he's a much better welder than I am, and get this done. So that's what I'm gonna do next, is take that all apart. I didn't take enough off, I'm pretty sure. My public school math is terrible. How I did that, I don't know, but let me just see. Let's do it this way here, this way here. Better to cut it too big than too small. perfect there. That's there. That's there. Well, that'll give me a rough idea. Oh, I don't have the grip on here too. The grip is going to make a difference. So right now that's 30 1/4. What did I need? 31 1/4, 1 inch. So no, that might be just about right time I get the thing on there. Maybe I got another grip somewhere I can try. Well, that's the idea there. I never thought this was going to be that heavy of steel. I thought about it a little bit. I was a little bit worried about it because it does feel pretty beefy. So I'm going to have to drill it out and slide this in and then weld this. Could just weld it like that, you know, but no, it's nice to have a piece of pipe inside there. So yeah, I'll think on that. I gotta take off. I gotta go get the exhaust clips. I need that one there got buggered up so that I can put the exhaust on. Yeah, it looked like snow. -8. Okay, I got some piece of pipe here machined down, and the idea is to put this in here. This will fit in between the two pieces of pipe. I'm just going to put this piece in here. Ideally, I should have had a piece of 7/8 pipe and just machined down the two ends to that size there, but I didn't have any. So that's what that looks like that. Those fit into there. That goes like that. And then this piece goes in here. A lot of work just to extend it 3.5 inches, 3 1/4 inches. Okay, so that goes there. Something like that. Should be tighter than that. Well, it allows a little bit for a weld. That's what I did, yeah. So the center piece is a little bit bigger in there, but I put it into half, so you got 8 there and 8 there, so it gives you room to fill it in with metal, and that way it'll weld all 3 pieces together, because it's 3 pieces now. And yeah, just like that. So let me measure it from side to side here. Plus I got an adder for a bit. Yeah, it's like 30 1/4. Time I get the handle on there, it'll be 31 inches. So that should be better like that. I might take this off, so when you lay it on a flat surface, it'll sit perfectly level to weld it. I think I'll pull that off. It's always tricky getting those off, but I can get it off. Okay, that's it.
What you can do, and the germs like fuck.
Well, I'm lucky Heather doesn't bitch that I'm out there all the time in the garage.
Fuck it. Yeah, she's got, yeah, why should she? Fucking not in the chasing girls or anything.
Not in the bars. Not a druggie, not a smoker.
Yeah. How much fucking money can I ask for?
I'm gonna hold that up.
No,
Hold
no,
this.
no. No, just leave it.
Why don't you drop your welder off at that place over there where Rob used to work?
Well, I can do that too. And,
Get a quote anyways.
And get this guy, when I get his bottle, Fxrs.
Fxrs, that's where
He said, in London, he said, you take it to London and they will check it out and give you an estimate. He said, if you bring it in here, then I have to charge you to send it out. And you go there, you drop it, you don't charge, then nobody charge you for service.
That's good, yeah. Get a quote.
Yeah, because he's getting out of doors.
Look at that, eh? And you had to weld all this in too, eh?
Oh yeah.
Old,
Look at that.
Oh my God, it certainly didn't look like that before.
No.
Holy crap. Yeah.
I feel sorry, like not sorry, but you know, the kids spend so much money for fucking material, you know, and then you gotta fucking make a beautiful job, you know. You wanna make a good job.
Well, this is going to be a
Come
dad's
tomorrow,
truck.
bring
Eh?
the pictures.
There, he's got that all welded, filled in. And we're just going to use this grinder here so we don't scratch it here. He was grinding it. Oh yeah, he was grinding it here a little bit just to see how it was going to go. But yeah, just like that. That way it won't scratch out. And this thing here. Let's see. Wide's at the top. So it's going to sit like that. A little bit centered. Like that. So we'll grind, you'll see a little bit here, grind down smooth, and I'm going to paint that silver so it doesn't rust. Yeah, that's basically how that's going to go. A lot wider. Finish that up tomorrow.